Good morning, everyone, and good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Welcome to the Mahamudra teaching today. Actually, at the moment, I am teaching the foundation practice of Mahamudra. Last week, I explained the Vajrasattva mantra, meaning of Vajrasattva mantra. Today we're going to do Vajrasattva purification visualization first, and then after that I will give some talk on Mahamudra. We'll do a little bit of Mahamudra meditation. So first we will chant Vajrasattva mantra. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dino Patita Dido Me Bhava Sutto Kayo Me Bhava Supo Kayo Me Bhava Anurakto Me Bhava Sarva Siddhi Me Prayeta Sarva Karama Sutta Me Chitam Shriyam Guru Ha Bhagavan Sarvata Thagata Vajramame Mujja Vajrabhava Maha Samaya Sattva Ahom Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manubalaya Vajrasattva Dinoba Tishtadido Me Bhava Sutokayo Me Bhava Supokayo Me Bhava Anurato Me Bhava Sarvasiddhi Me Prayeta Sarva Karma Sutta Me Chitam Shriyam Guru Ha Ho Bhagavan Sarvatataya Sattva Ahom Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dinopa Tishtadido Me Bhava Sutokayo Me Bhava Supokayo Me Bhava Anurakto Me Bhava Sarvasiddhi Me Prayeta Sarva Karama Sutta Me Chitam Shriyam Guru Ha O Bhagavan Sarva Tata Gata Vajramame Mujja Vajrabhava Mahasamaya Sattva Ahom Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dinopa Tishtadido Me Bhava Sutokayo Me Bhava Supokayo Me Bhava Anurakto Me Bhava Sarvasiddhi Me Prayeta Sarva Karma Sutta Me Chitam Shriyam Guru Ha Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Munja Vajrabhava Mahasamaya Sattva Om We will do the visualization this time. First, you imagine there is a white palm syllable appeared above your crown, and the white palm then transformed into beautiful lotus cushion. And on top of the lotus cushion, white letter or syllable A appeared are transformed into moon disk, beautiful white moon disk, horizontal on top of the lotus cushion. And then on top of the moon cushion, syllable hum, white syllable hum appeared. Hum or hum pronunciation. Tibetan pronunciation is hum. Sanskrit pronunciation is hum. So either way is fine. So imagine a white hum, a hum syllable appeared on top of the moon disk above your crown. And then white light emanate, lots of light emanate from the hum syllable. Actually, white light emanate from the hum syllable. And the light goes to different directions, especially light goes to the six realms of sentient beings, a human realm, animal realm, hungry ghost realm, and hell realm, demigod realm, and God realm. Light goes out to the six realms of sentient beings. And the light reaches all sentient beings of six realms, then six classes. And as soon as the light reaches sentient beings of the six realms, they receive relief. They receive blessings from Vajrasattva seed syllable, hung syllable. They receive peace, tranquility, and calm and peace, mental peace, and physical comfort. They have received mental peace and physical comfort. 다 보게 돌아 지 슈기 슈기 다른데 가서 도지스면 검데 지올라 검 당보 지올라 이게 뻔 아버지 대 뻔데 가쇼 메토베메 데나 주 디다 디가나네 이게 아버지 사랑가버지 아데 데비데 데나 주 디가한테라니 이게 후이가고 도지스메게 사ben 웅이가부지요. 웅이가부들 어제과도 뭐 트네 로어 리드 심진 탐질 포 발라 때네 심진 탐지기다 루게 나서 심기 동아 창마베 예소냐베 메가 나로나. And now light emanated from the white hung syllable. This time the light goes to the Buddha land. Light travel to the pure land of the Buddhas, to all directions, 10 directions, Buddha realms in the 10 directions. There is no place, there is no site where there is no Buddhas. We have saying, Durjik Dana Dunyi Sanjinam. So in Tibetan, word Durjik Dina Dunyi Sanjinam is wherever there is molecules and atoms, and there is the Buddhas. There is no site, no place where there's no Buddha. So all directions, everywhere is the Buddha, and every places there's the Buddhas. So this time light goes to all the 10 directions, the Buddha realms, and this light, this beautiful white light, bringing the blessings of all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, and blessings of the 5 Dhyani Buddhas, blessing of Akshobhya, Ratnasambhava, and Amitabha Buddha, and Vairocana, and Amoga Siddhi, and light bring the blessings, bringing the blessings of 5 Dhyani Buddhas, and bringing the blessings of all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, and the Dakas and Dakinis and Dharmavalas from all directions in the form of white light. And this white light is now dissolved into the Hung syllable that you have visualized above your crown on the lotus and moon cushion. The white light, the blessings of all the Buddhas, dissolve into the Hung syllable. And now this Hung syllable becomes powerful and become more brighter. And this Hung syllable is the seed syllable of Vajrasattva and represents the enlightened mind of Vajrasattva, and it represents the enlightened mind of all the Buddhas and Buddhas of the 10 directions. And now more white light emanating from the Hung syllable, and then all of a sudden the Hung syllable transform into Vajrasattva Yavyum, transform into Vajrasattva, beautiful Vajrasattva deity. He has one face, 2 arms, right hand he's holding Vajra, left hand he's holding bell, and Vajra and bell like this, cross in front of his chest, and beautiful Vajra and bell. He has white color and he has beautiful face, beautiful crown, long hair with a top knot. Rest of the hair is loose, hanging behind his body. He's wearing crown ornament, earrings, necklaces, bracelets, and so forth. Also, he's embracing with his consort. In Tibetan word we say Dorje Nyama Karmo. Dorje Nyama Karmo. And Sanskrit term is Vajra Dhatu Ishwari. Vajra Dhatu Ishwari. Dorje Nyama Karmo. She is also white, holding a curved knife in her right hand and skull cup with nectar in the left hand. She's wearing similar dresses, jewel ornaments, and silk dresses, and she's embracing with Vajrasattva. So Vajrasattva Yabyum, father Yabyum is Tibetan word, which means father and mother. Now sitting above my crown. Vajrasattva represents compassion, and Yum Yama Dorji Yama Karma. She represents wisdom. So visualize Vajrasattva Yavim above your crown, clearly, as much as possible this time. As I mentioned last week, visualization is something that you create, the image you create by your mind, and you have to project the image by your mind. You're not sitting here waiting something will come, something will happen. It's like you're waiting here, rainbow might appear, or clouds might come, or sun might shine, or stars might appear. You're not waiting in this kind of way. You are you have to create by your own imagination. You have to be a creative. You have to be like artist who's holding the brush in his hand and painting on the canvas, and like that. And you have to create image. So here we created image of Vajrasattva Yavyum above our crown. And it is important for us to create, because when we create image, then it means that we are putting effort, and we are doing exercise, mental exercise, and it helps to improve our creativity and ability and concentration. And if you're just waiting, then that's not creative. You're waiting somebody's going to pour this blessing on you, and you have to create. And creating is not easy, but you have to do it. Then once you created the image, when you are able to see, then you gain a certain kind of confidence, self-confidence. This is very important, and you can gain a sense of pride, which is called divine pride. And because the visualization is divine and holy, in Tibetan we say ngagel. Ngagel usually means pride, but here is not just pride, is hlai ngagel. In Tibetan word hla is the god, the deity, and devas hlai ngagel. Ngajol Dang Samnang Gomba. Tibetan we say meditate on divine pride and appearance, clear appearance of the deity you're creating. And this way we have an opportunity to create merit, create virtues. And this is why we do the visualization. Now, gom jesu kande chi gu ne chi nima shado chi shadna ja shadna chi chimba. Ta tini chaba ba yuna samdu ni gu de yor tini chene gu de son tini chene gom yungu yo mare. Gom ja se tini marwa. Gom se si kora gom se te so ki be samlo tang ye mikpa chene pacho del la do chene kasota courage, yeah, labriwa ina rumtiwa na trigo gom manzo pogela tinisiga cho kar gomu yos gomu siriga ta kasote susu sogu yore mi lagi kundo chansen kanga susu sogu yore tini gom sigarwa. So we say in Tibetan word gom for meditation, visualization, and we say mikpa, which you creating something in front of you, but you're mentally, deliberately, with a great effort and enthusiasm. And now at the heart of the Vajrasattva Yavyam, we visualize moon disk. And so you don't have to visualize two. moon disk, one at his heart, one at her heart. No, you only visualize one moon disk horizontal at the heart of the Vajrasattva Yavim. On top of the moon disk, in the middle of the moon disk, you visualize again Hong syllable, beautiful white Hong syllable, the seed syllable. And then the Hong syllable is circled or surrounded by the 100 syllable mantra of Vajrasattva. Om Vajrasattva Samaya, Manupalaya Vajrasattva, Dinopatishti, Dinameva, Sudokaima, Subokaima, Anaratameva, Sarva, Siddhime Prayasa, Sarva Karma, Sutta, Mitsatam, Shirinkuri, Ha Ha Ha, Ho Sarva Tanaka, Vajra, Mami Munja, Vajra, Maha Samaya, Sattva, Ahong Pei. So I'm saying in with the Sanskrit pronunciation. Ngay tanda doji samangla dang dang de samti da gi nang da jin dang gu yor ta nam ji ngan poke pavege benza sato sigiro vajra sato sigiro mara benza sato samay. So because I studied Sanskrit in India at Sanskrit University, that's why I pronounce Sanskrit way. Actually, it doesn't matter whether you pronounce Tibetan way or Sanskrit. The most important thing is your confidence and faith. And so now you visualize the 100 syllable mantra on the moon disk around the Hong syllable. So when I say you visualize 100 syllable, this is a huge task. How do you visualize all 100 syllable? You don't even know the words one by one. It's because you don't even know how to read Tibetan. Even you visualize in Sanskrit, I mean, in English, it'll be difficult, right? So you have to have profound concentration. You have to have sharp concentration. You have to have lots of experience over and over. It's not so simple, not so easy to visualize 100 syllable mantra. This is why some people in the West found the Tibetan Buddhist practice, or especially Tantra, is very complicated, difficult one, and easy to do Zen or Theravada's practice, and just do mindfulness of breathing or Zazen Kai or Zen, right? And it doesn't require all these visualization and so on and so forth, deities and mantras and so on. But at the same time, Tibetan Buddhism, Tantric visualization practice is extremely beautiful, I would say, from my point of view, and not just my point of view, but it is very beautiful, very exotic, very rich, and you don't have a moment of dullness, and you never get bored by meditating, visualizing, and so on and so forth. Very inspiring and exciting, encouraging. So now when I said you visualize 100 syllable, what does this mean now? How do you visualize 100 syllable, right? So at this point, it is okay for you not to be able to visualize all the details, and just imagine, okay, there is 100 syllable there. Okay, and I'll give a simple example. I am a Tibetan person. I was born in Tibet, Eastern Tibet. My family, they're what do you call nomadic people. We had lots of animals like sheep and horses, yaks. So, say if I say to somebody, I'm giving you 100 sheep, and 100 sheep is nothing. And if you're a wealthy nomadic person, right? And my grandparents, we had 10,000 sheep. So 10,000, you see, 100 is nothing, right? My grandfather used to give like 100 sheep to somebody, one of the relatives. Okay, you go breed them and raise them. Make sure they're not slaughtered by wolves. And so if I say I'm giving you 100 sheep, then you say, okay, thank you. You're happy having 100 sheep, and then you there's 100 sheep, and you don't have to count every little sheep, and we don't give a name. In the West, people give name for horses, cows, dogs, and cats. Give names. Like in Tibet, we don't really give name. Well, we do give name for small dogs, or if it's only one or two dogs and cats. What's the point of giving name for 100 sheep? So you don't know how to identify them. You're just quite happy that you have 100 sheep. You look over there, okay, I see the whole flock of sheep. Then you're happy. This kind of attitude you need. I'm giving very simple example, right? Very mundane example, but it's practical example. So when I say visualize 100 syllable around the whole syllable, so you imagine, okay, there's syllables, there are 100 syllables, and they are white, and okay, Om, Vajra Sattva, Samaya, Manupalaya, Vajra Sattva, Tinopa, Tishna Dinameba, so on and so forth. Okay, they're there. Just be content and happy. Imagine they're there. That's good. You don't need to go through every little syllable, the shape of, like, for example, Tishna Didomeba. How does that work? How does that shape? You don't need to go through all that detail. At this point, because I'm saying this because your concentration is not sharp, not very strong. That's why I'm saying don't bother, don't worry. I'm not saying don't visualize. Of course, when your concentration is good, then you can visualize word by word, syllable by syllable, naturally. And if you have good concentration, you can do it. We have a story, one great Gelug master, Lama, his name is Serkong Dorje Chang. Serkong Dorje Chang, okay. The previous Serkong Dorje Chang. Dorje Chang means the Vajradhara. He was enlightened one. So he was a considered emanation of Yamantaka, and he was a great practitioner of Yamantaka. So his concentration is so clear, so vivid, and so quick. And they say that when he mount horse, for example, when he put left foot on the stirrup, okay, and then his right foot goes over the horse on the saddle, right? Before he reach his right foot into this stirrup on the other side, between that time, during that period of time, he can visualize entire mandala of Yamantaka, the mandala itself, and inside the deities and all that. He can visualize so quick and clearly, profound. Well, I said to myself, well, of course, because he is Yamantaka himself, emanation of Yamantaka, then of course he could do it, right? And it's not normal. Not normal. Normal, ordinary people can't do that kind of stuff, because he's not ordinary. He's a Dorje Chang. So this is just an example. I'm telling you, kind of example story is a true story. I was told by my guru, and I do truly believe that. And Sekong Dorje Chang was considered very high Lama during the time of the 13th Dalai Lama. There was several lamas called Dorje Chang, Serkong Dorje Chang, Takpo Dorje Chang, and so on and so forth. And even they are recognized by the 13th Dalai Lama as a Dorje Chang Vajradhara. Okay, so anyway, now I shouldn't talk too much. Paketola te shui da gom karso de Dorje Sambayab gom ti tukala de David ti kila ne yigi hui kawachi ti tala yigi de karso de nga doji sambe nga manzo sato samai manbal dus koni yo kori nya bedene mingba nara dene relation do chikse uji yungu man tange gom de yungu man do pengen man do chom so dene sem shumba ji ji o mare 당번에 아버지 창마 검신 수지 매와 kalé gom yungu yorwa. So gom yaro yor dogure. In Tibetan we have said kale. See, kale means slowly. You say kale pep when someone's going. Instead of saying goodbye, we say kale pep, which means you go slowly, take it easy. And so you take it easy, just keep imagining there is Hong syllable at the heart of Vajrasattva and surrounded by 100 syllable mantra. Okay, let's visualize this right now. At the heart of the Vajrasattva Yavyam, on the moon disk, there is the white Hong syllable, and then surrounded by 100 syllable mantra of Vajrasattva. Okay, now we're going to do purification visualization. After visualize the seed syllable and 100-syllable mantra, now we visualize nectar flowing down from the seed syllable and 100-syllable. So there's 3 different visualizations. And Tibetan word, we say yende, mende, pungde. That was a pocket la karshota, dojisame gomde kalani, duzim bejan chawari, duzim bejang, duzim bejan cheba kaulani, tambo yende, then niba de la mende, sumba de la pungde. Yende said, yende means yene ma dus ba or mande. Mende one dus or ma karsho ta ome na ni akanje ni du ya yungu yorwa. Kena shagi glass na chulu ni du ya yungu yorwa. Kakandu ro tene yungu. Mende yende mende amari yende mende yende mende pungde is ningane dusjani be karshota iji gone sabu dikde pasha de jawtan jibet lamsa yeno atende chen pungde debji la pa yeno injane pungde so so yende mende pungde, which means there's several words you can use you could say descending down, ascending up, and then directly dissolved or disappeared. Or you could say word pushing down, pushing up, and then disappeared directly from your heart. And kind of like physically when you do exercise, like you do push-ups, push it down, push up, or you do prostration, you go down and then get up, and go down and get up again. Some kind of manner. So here, first one is yende, which means pushing down, is descending down. So what we're doing is, first, you imagine nectar flowing down from the Hong syllable and from 100 syllables, 100 mantra, white nectar, beautiful white nectar. It's not like sort of thick like a honey or some kind of gooey stuff, but like more like a water, and but it's nectar coming down from the Hong syllable and from 100 syllable, and from the heart of the Vajrasattva Yavim, and then it come down through their bodies, holy bodies, and then into my crown, and then slowly descending down or going down. As it goes down, then purifying my body. Okay, so basically purifying your body, purifying your body, purifying your speech, and purifying your mind. Lunga yisum ta yende mende kasa pungde sete lunga yisum ke dira pasha de jawasa je ta we chedula en gom je yorwa. So this time purifying our body and bodily karmas and body defects, bodily like stress, tension, and trauma, body traumas, and whatever is there, anxiety, stress, whatever, or negativities, and including disease and weakness, and everything is washing and coming from the top of your head down to your face, down to the throat, down to your chest, down to your chest, down to stomach, and all the way down, going down, and then washed out. It comes out from the bottom of your feet, and it goes down to the earth, and it disappeared, dissolved, and disappeared. This is a Tibetan word, yende, and pushing down, or washing down, or descending down. Okay, so then after this, then you imagine your whole body, your entire body, and from top of your head to the bottom of your feet is become clear, pure like crystal, clear like crystal, pure. Okay, your entire body. So your bodily karma is purified. For example, bodily unwholesome karmas. In Tibetan word, socheba, majimba lemba, mazamba choba, socheba, majimba lemba, mazamba choba. Then ngagi dream tama sixto ngacha, then ego nothing lost. So there are 10 non-virtuous actions. First, 3 bodily unwholesome karmas, taking lives of other sentient beings. Socheba. Majimba lemba means taking possessions of material objects that does not belong to us, taking. And the third one is sexual misconduct. Sexual misconduct. So all these physical karma of ours from the past life and this life, we have created karmas intentionally or unintentionally. Whatever happened, we don't remember, don't know everything. So whatever happens, all these unwholesome karmas, the body is purified. Okay. So that lugi go to sabe dene so jaba majemba lamba mezamba jaba lugi go to sabe di basumro or di sum or ta sunya mana eni chida ti jibu mai mane so so lubu na naza da naza gi juda dene that kaso dene neyam da kari na chamba ti tasa naza ta naza dugja do di kowe singe nacha di da nacha di gi da nacha yin tine karsota kanga dine da chapchi ta sonya me banaro. So imagine all the weakness of your body and lack of energy, lack of immune system, lack of strength, and bodily unwholesomeness. Everything is completely washed away, purified. Imagine your body is now transformed into like a holy body of Vajrasattva, very pure Vajra nature. And at the end of this visualization, you need to generate what we call gratitude. You need to generate some sort of some form of rejoicing. This is necessary. This is very helpful. And so one should say to yourself, I'm so grateful to Vajrasattva, Yabyum, the deity, the Yidam. I'm so grateful to my guru who bestowed me the initiation. Here I'm able to do cleansing, purification of my body, bodily karmas. Where else I can do this? Who's going to teach me this? And this is unique unique practice of Vajrayana. This is unique practice of Tibetan Buddhism. Very unique one, very precious. Okay, you learn this from your guru, from the lineage gurus, and then you do yourself self purification and self cleansing. Okay, and you can do this every day, again and again, 4 times a day, 6 times a day and night, as you like. And then you feel wonderful. This is a wonderful way of cleansing and a wonderful way of boosting your immune system, wonderful way of protecting your body. And people are worried about their immune system because they're saying, oh, my immune system is going to be compromised by this, by that. And then people try to take lots of vitamin C and multivitamins and elderberries and goji berries, orange juice, so on and so forth, all kinds of herbs and vitamins and in trying to see my immune system is now strong. Can I protect myself from the virus? And this and that, right? Well, that's great. What you're doing is good. I take vitamins too and supplements, but this is something that we can do. It's more profound, more powerful than taking something physically, eating something, and material things, herbs, and so forth. And it's all good, complementary, all good. What do? You do this practice, visualizations, mantras. On top of that, you can take those vitamins and supplements. You can also bless the vitamins and supplements, herbs. You say the mantra and you blow on the vitamins and supplements, herbs, and you can take it this way. You can receive a double blessings. And so usually what we do the visualization this way. First, yende pushing down and descending down, purifying the body, and then we recite the Vajrasattva mantra 7 times. Second time, 7 times. Third time, 7 times. So altogether, minimum 21 times. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Tinobhatishta Dido Me Bhava Sutokayo Me Bhava Subhokayo Me Bhava Anurakto Me Bhava Sarva Siddhi Me Prayeta Sarva Karma Sujami Chidam Shriyam Guru Oh ha ha Bhagavan Vajrasattva Tinobhatishta Dido Me Bhava Sutokayo Me Bhava Subhokayo Me Bhava Anurakto Me Bhava Sarva Siddhi Me Prayeta Sarva Karma Sutame Chitam Shriyam Guru Ha O Bhagavan Sarvata Thagata Vajramani Munja Vajrabhava Mahasamaya Sattva Ahom And now we're going to do the second visualization. Mende means pushing up or bringing up. And so this time again, imagine beautiful white nectar flowing down from the Hong syllable and 100 syllable mantra of Vajrasattva from the heart of Vajrasattva Yavyum and descending down. Okay, this time they come down through their descending down through their bodies and through your crown, through your central channel. So we normally visualize central channel, right channel and left channel. But this time only don't need to think about the right and left channel. Just focus the central channel. Visualize the central channel. So the nectar flowing down through the central channel, and it goes down to the bottom of the central channel, and where the central channel, right channel, and left channel are joined together. Central channel is Tsa Uma, right channel is Tsa Rama, left channel is Tsa Jangma. In Tibetan, this is how we say. Nanti Pagetola, Tishu Tsa Rama, Uma Jangma Sumsu. Samritakela, Avaduti, Rasana, and Lalana. So in Sanskrit, we say Avaduti, the central channel. Rasana is the right channel. Lalana is left channel. So here right now we visualize mainly central channel. So the white nectar now flowing down from the heart of Vajrasattva Yabhu through my body, through my crown into my throat, heart, then navel down to the bottom, through the central channel. Okay, and then your body is now filling up with the nectar, white nectar. Your entire body is filling up, slowly nectar coming up and up, ascending. It's like when you're pouring water inside the glass, and then first it goes down to the bottom, right? And then slowly comes up to the top. And then if you keep pouring, it spill out, right? So same way, gravity this way. So nectar come down and then pushing up, up. As the nectar is ascending up, then purify your speech karma, unwholesome karma of the speech. Jun Tama Tsitsu Ngancho, in Tibetan word, telling lie, harsh, slandering, harsh speech, Jun Tama Tsitsu. Ngancho is gossip, gossip. So 4 kinds of speech karmas, unwholesome karmas. Telling lie, harsh speech, slandering, and gossip. Jun Tama Tsitsu Ngancho. And all these kind of negative words that we caused or created. And this is a hard thing to do because most people talking, lots of talking so much. And we talk sometimes for not nonsense. We talk too much. This is why great yogis and yoginis in Hindu tradition and Tibetan Buddhist tradition keep silent vows. And not just a Tibetan Buddhist tradition, Hindu tradition, but in Christianity also, those are desert brothers and sisters and take vow of silence, right? Silent mind, holy mind. And so, because then when you stop talking, then your mind slows down, and then you don't have all these worldly thoughts coming, and then you can focus your mind onto meditation. And this is why certain yogis and yoginis take vow of silence for their entire life. Some they do. Some they do for a month, maybe 6 months, or at least during the retreat. While you're in the retreat, you decided not to talk to anybody. And talking is, we call gossip mongering, right? In the Tibetan word, nga kyal. So ngan kyal, ngan kyal. The mambu shogana, jun tama tsizu ngan kyal sigaro ta, the ngagi goni sobe dili pacha ta chibate, aso nyam mibanare, doji sembe yabi tuka ne waze duzu ma pap susu ju ne ma chi tsa uma ne ma chi wal ma chi tini ya yone ne ngagi goni sobe dili pacha chi watam ji susu kada na wuda tini in ma tanso nyam mibanare narana. So imagine as the nectar come up and then unwholesome karma of the speeches are coming up, pushed up, like when you pour water in a glass, if there's a dust, some objects like tea leaves or whatever it is there, it comes up like that. It comes out from your mouth, comes out from your nose, and so on, so all gone, completely. Uh, get rid of them, eradicate it. Now your unwholesome karma of the speech is purified. And so now what kind of speech you have? You have only wholesome speech. You have mantric speech of Vajrasattva. Mantric speech of Vajrasattva. So imagine your speech comments purified. Okay. So now we move into the next third one. So we recite the mantra, right? Vajrasattva Samaya Manupale. So there's different ways of saying the mantra, slightly different. For example, when you say Vajrasattva mantra and do the Vajrasattva sadhana or visualization, while you are practicing Vajra Yogini or Hiruka practice, then you say Vajra Hiruka Samaya Manupala instead of Vajra Sattva. You say Vajra Hiruka Samaya Manupala, Vajra Hiruka Tino Vatishta, remember, so on, so on. And when you do mantra or practice of Padma family, and for example, Tara or Sadhana, and so on and so forth, then you can say, instead of Vajra Sattva, you say, Padma Sattva Samaya Manupale, Padma Sattva Tinabhajista Dhameva. You do this way. But at this moment, right now, I'm talking about the foundation practice for Mahamudra. When we do foundation practice for Mahamudra, we don't say Padma Sattva. We say Vajra Sattva. And well, nothing wrong to say Padma Sattva, but you have to say the right mantra, right syllables, and right time, right place. There's always have protocols. There's always reasons. Okay, so just to clarify, and now the third visualization is purification of the mind. This time, the visualization is called in Tibetan Pungde. Pungde basically means all together, like instantly purified. Like, okay, so it's this time purifying the mind. Again, imagine white nectar flowing down from the Hung syllable and from the 100 syllable, come down through the holy body of Vajrasattva Yavyum, and then descending down through your crown into your, this time only at your heart. And when it reaches at your chest or at your heart, and then your mind karmas, unwholesome karma of the mind, okay, Narsim Nosim Lokta, in Tibetan word, Narsim Nosim Lokta is like harm, like hatred and wrong view, and Nasim, it's kind of like covetousness and grasping mind, like attachment, grasping mind, attachment, anger or hatred, and also wrong view, wrong attitude, and perverse view, and a nihilistic view, and basically wrong perception, wrong view, and all those kinds of unwholesome karmas of the mind are purified, completely gone. So imagine you have lots of anger, fear, attachment, and anxieties or trauma, and so on, so on, whatever goes on. There's so many things going on in our mind. We don't even know. It's hard to even pinpoint because the mind is much more subtle than the body and speech. So imagine all the mental karmas have disappeared from your heart directly as soon as the nectar enter into your heart. And so it's like when you come inside the room nighttime, you turn on this, push the button or turn on the switch, and the light comes out. A light comes, and the darkness disappeared. Immediately, the darkness disappeared, right? All you have to do is turn on the light switch, and the darkness is gone inside the room. Just like that, as soon as the nectar enters your heart area, and your mental anxiety, fear, attachment, anger, all the delusions of yourself, and cause of delusion, and karma, and habit, and habit of anger, habit of attachment, habit of fear, habit of lack of trust, doubt, all kinds of negativities of the mind, the wrong view, and so on, so on. Everything disappeared completely, right here, right from my heart, gone. Imagine your mind become clear, and your mind become pure and clear. You can see your true nature of your mind. You can uh, see your ultimate nature of your mind. Clear light. You can experience clear light. Just like the Buddha said in the Prajnaparamita Sutra, uh, mind doesn't exist within the mind. True nature of the mind is clear light. Sem la, sem manchi, te, sem ji rangin ne, salvavo. So in the Prajnaparamita Sutta, sem la, sem manchi, which means mind doesn't exist within the mind. Sem ji rangin, salvavo. The true nature of the mind is clear light. So why did we say mind doesn't exist within the mind? Because when you meditate on your mind, and you cannot find mind other than the meditator itself. There is no separate mind somewhere else. Suddenly disappeared. What? All this trouble that I had to go through, and I can't sleep at night. I'm worried and fear and anxiety, or this and that. Wake up in the morning, I'm worried, and about COVID, about all kinds of things, and fear, rejection, insecurity, and all that now disappeared. Is it really disappeared or not? When I look at the mind, it's all gone. But when I don't look, they all come back all of a sudden. And what's going on is this mind is playing all kinds of tricks. The mind is playing all kinds of games. Yes, mind does. Mind plays tricks. Mind plays games. This is how mind works. And so when you look at the mind, you can't find the mind. You search your mind from top of your head to the bottom of your feet, you can't find it. Sem la sem manchi. That sem lu gomje ni chaje chimbo gungorwa garson dolu ki chaje chimbo shine ki chaje chimbo gom. Ene sem la daji chebo kabla sem go sung su dwa. O sem daji sem thongya yo mar sem dire se ya migi thongya yo mar lagwe sem ya yo mar na amjo ko kwaya yo mar. Gom jangi sem khoram ato pige gomsa sem dire de mar se yo mar. Ana sem chena yo mare ves chevin sem yo de yo ne kaso kondi ni tsawa kowa da nyangel de ni tsawa de sem yo bares sem de yo we de dong nyumu je ne dunga mambo nyon ne kowa la khodi gorwa o de sem yo de yo sem ra yi to ba yo mare demba to ba yo mare ta to we ta sam senga zo o ma than ji we so to we ta sam 최첨 결혼이 말도 demba mar to be da ma to ranguni to ba yo mare ranging to ba yo mare. So other than imputing the label by your mind, there is no real inherently existing mind. Your mind is imputing the label to your mind, about your mind, just like you're imputing label on material things, imputing label saying this is a pair of glasses, and this is a watch, and this is a dorje, this is a bell, and this is a cup of coffee, this is a glass of water. See all these labels, imputing, right? Those are English words. In Tibetan word we say mixture, chutu, dorje, chubu. So the Tibetan word, right? If you don't know this Tibetan word, then you don't know what I'm saying. I'm saying a whole bunch of blah 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 words, and it's just words. English word is words. Tibetan word is words. It's the same. Because human languages are language developed. Our language is no different than other people's languages. Our language is somewhat not different than language of the birds, language of the dolphins, and so on and so forth. They have their own languages. Ravens have their own language. Crows have their own language. And we have a great Tibetan Lama, Gelugpa Lama, called Lungdor Lama Rinpoche. He's from Sera Monastery. from my monastery. Lungdo Lama Rinpoche wrote a booklet and explains how to read voice, a song and voice of raven, how to read song and voice of crows, and the birds' languages. And when I was a little boy, my grandmother, she can read the voice of ravens. My grandmother says, tonight we're going to have rain. I said, how do you know? And she said, the ravens are talking. Then I thought, oh, my grandmother's talking nonsense. And surely the rain starts in the evening. She knows. She can read raven's language. She can say, tomorrow we're going to have a visitor, a guest. And so this is, and I read this book. I have this booklet about raven's language translated into English. And but if you're too skeptical, then you just say, "Oh, this Lama is just talking, whatever." And if you're skeptical, it doesn't work. If you pay attention, if you spend a lot of time reading languages of animals, you understand. Not just us Tibetan Buddhists and some ornithologists, Western people, ornithologists, and they can also understand languages of birds and so forth. And they can mimic, they can imitate. Recently, I saw in the news there was one bird in Australia, I think it's a duck, and he was swearing at you, and same Australian kind of way of swearing, using, because he can hear and mimicking whatever. So you wonder why he's swearing. Maybe he's unhappy because too many people hunting the ducks, and and he knows how to swear, right? And there's another bird in Australia called lyrebird, and mimicking like motorcycles, mimicking people's voice, this and that. And they're not playing games, and they're saying something, saying like, you guys taking over our territories, don't come here, leave us alone. Maybe, I don't know. And anyway, so now I should go back to the point, to the meditation. So this we're going to do the third visualization this time. So you sit comfortably, and then imagine beautiful nectar flowing down from the heart of the Vajrasattva Yavya, from the hung syllable and 100 syllable. Nectar come down, descending. When it reaches at your heart here, and then imagine your unwholesome karmas, obstacles, obscurations, and mental defilements such as anger, attachment, guilt, regret, shame, embarrassment, and wrong view, fear, so on and so on and so on, all completely disappeared and purified. And unwholesome karmas of the mind is purified. Imagine your mind become same mind, pure mind as Vajrasattva's enlightened mind. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Tinopatistarido Me Bhava Sutokayo Me Bhava Supokayo Me Bhava Anurakto Me Bhava Sarvasiddhi Me Prayeta Sarvakama Sutame Chitam Shriya Kuru Ha Ho Bhagavan Savata Thagata Vajramami Muja Vajrabhava Mahasamaya Sattva Om So these three visualizations we did today are the main ones. There are other aspects of Vajrasattva meditation visualizations, but this is enough for now. And so, end of each session, say you're doing Vajrasattva sadhana or meditation, at the end of each session, you have to do what we call absorption. The Vajrasattva yavya has to be dissolved into you. That gom doji sambe gomde cheve hyu dela thama dela and karshota doji sambe yavyum sosala ma yuni ma ji so ningal tim gore. They call it to shigi tim gore timni de doji sambe yavyum gani shele ma so riji pomo that charangi gomja di pe shiragi yabu chung song and digri pacha de chiba ta song dinisi ni ma she ni song nyambe so mebache what te chebe ne so karso jisu yara gawa gomya koka bra. So imagine Vajrasattva Yavyam is saying to you, oh good son or daughter of practitioner or son or daughter of noble family, you have done wonderful meditation. You're purified your body, speech, and mind. It's purified this moment. You imagine this is what Vajrasattva Yavyam is saying or said to you. And then imagine the Vajrasattva Yavyam become smaller size of your thumb, and then descend it down through the crown, down to your heart, and dissolve into that Hung syllable at your heart. Dissolve. You can do that, or Vajrasattva Yavyam just sit there, sitting on the lotus and moon cushion. Imagine Vajrasattva Yavyam is always in my heart. Doji Sambe, Shane, Rijibo, Dide the Bhajatam Jiangshi Dabo, she is on it, Doji Sambe. So in Tibetan words, you say, this is what the Vajrasattva Yavyam said. Now the Vajrasattva Yavyam is sitting at my heart. So I'm very blessed. I'm totally blessed. Vajrasattva Yavyam was so kind and bestow me the blessings. And I was able to do visualization of the body, speech, and mind, purification of the body, speech, and mind. Now the Vajrasattva Yavyam are at my heart. So you then rejoice yourself. And okay, so I will leave it there. Now, before we end, I will talk a little bit about Mahamudra today from the book Giluk Mahamudra, Eloquent Speech of Manjushri. I have composed this book, and so you go to the page 151. So there is a Tibetan term called Rangsim Shipa, means understanding your own mind. According to Buddhist philosophy, mind is the most profound phenomena, the most complicated thing. At the same time, mind is very beautiful. So the mind is very profound. Mind is very complicated, hard to understand. But at the same time, the mind is very beautiful. When you do the Mahamudra practice, you see your mind nakedly without a veil. There is nothing covering it. You see it directly like a naked body. It is like going to a nude beach somewhere. You may feel very free, or you may feel a bit shy and embarrassed. So We have saying word, naked awareness, and also we call raw awareness. Okay. In Tibetan word, we say jirwu. Jirwu means naked, and raw is jemba. Jemba. Jemba means uncooked raw food like carrot or zucchini, potato, whatever you uncooked. Some people eat uncooked food, raw diet, and I can't do that myself. And we in Tibetan people we don't eat cold food because the land is already so cold, and don't need to eat cold food. It's already cold, and anyway, and some people say raw food is good for you, and then there's more nutrient in the food. I believe so. That's probably true. If you cook too much, the nutrients maybe is gone, evaporated or something. So anyway, raw food is we say jemba, right? So like that, some of the great Gelupa Mahamudra masters, they use the word sim jemba. Sim jemba does. You look at your raw mind. And why is it called raw? Because unfabricated, unspoiled, undisturbed, and without putting too many labels, without creating so many projections or perceptions, this and that, without influence by other people, ideas, some kind of philosophy, whatever, right? Your own, just look at the raw mind, real mind, true nature of the mind. Semjemba, Tibetan word. And also, naked mind. Why? The Tibetan word is jiru, semjiru. So, does the mind, how can you say the mind is naked? Mind doesn't have a body, and how can you say naked? Well, mind doesn't have a body. That's true. That's correct. Mind is formless. But uh, again, if you meditate look at the true nature of the mind, and it is kind of uh, unsettling for some people. Some people get nervous. Some people, um, how should I say, feel kind of intimidating because now I have to deal with my busy mind. I have to deal with my deluded mind. Now I have to look at my neurotic mind. Now I have to look at my busy mind all the time, talking, thinking, planning, never stop. Even while you're doing retreat, you're talking all the time. Internal dialogue, never stop, right? This is the nature of the mind. So you get nervous, you look at your mind. This is why we use word naked awareness. Why? Because it's just an example. For example, when you imagine if you're naked walking around, you feel like, oh, somebody can see me, and you feel like you want to run inside the house, even inside of your house, or somebody maybe can see me far away through my window, whatever, right? Maybe the drones flying around, maybe from the satellite, and whatever. That doesn't matter. Who cares? Your body is same like everybody's. We all have the same body, right? A different kind of body. Who cares, right? Anyway, but I can't say who cares. We can't do that outside, and there's a rules and laws. Anyway, so this is just an example. Naked awareness. So you look at your mind. Simulta. You look at your face of your mind. Look at the raw mind. Then this kind of meditation is called Mahamudra meditation. Samatha Mahamudra. Samatha Mahamudra. Calm abiding mind. And it is a conventional meditation, not ultimate meditation. We're not talking about shunyata or emptiness of mind. We're just looking at the mind itself, nature of the mind. It's like you're looking at the rocks. I have a friend. He's a geologist. He go around. He knows all the different rocks. Oh, this one has little bit jade. This rock is serpentine. This rock is amethyst. This rock is this and that. This rock has a little bit of copper, maybe a little bit of gold. He knows all these different kinds of rocks, like that, right? And a rock awareness. Here we are trying to practice awareness of the mind. Okay, so I will leave it like this for now. Today is time running up. So next week I will talk more about Mahamudra and meditation on Mahamudra, but also the fourth foundation practice, which is the Guru Yoga. I will talk about Guru Yoga next weekend and next Saturday, and Mahamudra, nature of the mind. Okay, if you have questions, I'm sure you do. If you have questions, you are most welcome.
Thank you so much, Rinpoche, for that wonderful teaching
and
meditation. Okay. When I look at the naked mind, is that what underlies the thinking mind? Does it include the thoughts?
Say again.
When I look at the naked mind, is that what underlies the thinking mind?
Well, first, before you look at the underlying thinking mind, this and that, first you have to settle your mind. You have to see what is naked mind, and is there such thing, naked mind, or is there such thing, a raw mind? As I said, raw, right? You have to try to understand that first. There's no point of talking about underlying thinking this, thinking that, and this is again another distraction. So first you have to look at what is raw mind or what is naked mind. Is there naked mind? What is this?
Okay, thank you.
So give yourself time, and for next couple of days, and meditate yourself. And what is naked mind or what is raw mind? What does this mean? I gave you example. Naked body, you don't wear clothing, right? Like the Jain Munis, Jain sadhus in India don't wear clothing. And it doesn't matter how cold they get, how hot they get, they walk around. And only in India, when Jain sadhus walk through, they have a police escorting. You're not allowed to take photos. And they come with big sticks and escort the yogi, muni, walk through. Don't bother them. Who else? Where else you find police escorts, some naked man? And only in India, because they know he's a holy man.
Usually they'll arrest him.
Sorry?
Usually they'll arrest them.
Yeah, usually you will arrest here. Yeah, of course. And then in India, only in India, India, they know what they're doing and who are there, right? So, yeah, so you have to look at your mind. What is my mind is naked, or what does that mean? It's like, what is unfabricated mind? What is fabricated mind? You have to do it a little bit. You should do meditate more.
Jenny Tetput asks, which words do we use for the Vajrasattva mantra when doing the Black Manjushri practice?
Black Manjushri do on Vajrasattva Samaya mantra.
Okay, thank you. Junior Coconut Kiwi asks, Rinpoche, lately I've been having appearances in my meditation random beings like in a dream state that distract me. Is there any way to deal with that?
In a dream?
In her meditation,
Yeah.
it's like a dream state where she has random beings showing up
In her meditation?
in her meditation.
Yeah, well, then you should pray to Tara, do more Tara mantra. In Tibetan, we say, "Tsoda milam ngempa selma," the Tara who removes the bad dreams and ill omens and distractions and destruction by the spirits and this and that. Say Tara mantra.
Okay.
Pray to Tara.
Pray to Tara. Good. Thank you. Claudian asks, if you have purified through Vajrasattva, how do you restore your body, like with weak bones?
Weak bones?
Mm-hmm.
Rajasattva practice doesn't talk. There's no explanation, but specifically how to restore the bones. Okay, and but you imagine it doesn't explain a specific word. Like bone. Do this for the kidney. Do that for the liver. Do this for the bone, and do this for the skin. This and that. We don't have those kind of words specifically, but it's sort of all covered. So as I said before, you do the first round visualization, nectar coming down, flowing down, descending from the Vajrasattva's heart, go through your body, right? So your entire body is filled, entire body is washed, okay, purified. So then at that time, you imagine that whatever the problem you have in the bone, defect or whatever, is all purified. And the second time, when the nectar is filling up, then you imagine the nectar is restore your bones, the weakness of your bone, like what's the word in English word, like brittle, yeah, ready to break,
Mm-hmm.
weak bone or osteoporosis, whatever issue you have. Imagine your bones getting stronger, and inside the bone, I don't know those Western medical terms, anatomy, but inside the bone you have more liquid or kind of like a juice or bone marrows or whatever, like more energy, more chi is restored inside of your bone when the nectar coming up second time.
Good, wonderful, thank you. Colin asks, Rinpoche, in the Pende or third stage, are the wrong views eliminated or are they transformed?
Wrong views are both eliminated and transformed, both.
Patricia Argus asks, when doing the third visualization, do we visualize the nectar leaving the body somehow, somewhere, or does it remain in the heart?
No, don't leave the nectar. Nectar stays in your heart. What is leaving is leave your mental defilements. Nectar stays in your heart, and keep it there. Stay there.
Okay, thank you. Alex Teo asks, how can we rest the mind in its natural state outside of formal meditation practices?
Say again?
How can we rest the mind in its natural state outside of formal meditation practices?
Outside?
Yeah, so when you're not in meditation, when you're just carrying on with regular life?
Oh, I see. How to rest your mind in natural state? That is difficult thing. Not so easy to resting the mind in natural state. It's like saying, stay in the present moment, right? It's like saying, someone says, be here now and stay in the present moment. That's all you have to do. It solves all the problems. It doesn't always work like that. If you're a single mother and you have no food, no money you have no money and put the food on the table for your kids, how can you say, stay in the present moment all the time? Be here now. Power of now will fix your problems. It doesn't work like that. And as a mother, your duty, you have to feed these hungry children. You have to think about where I get milk and how do I get bread. And, some mothers trying to shoplifting because they're desperate, right? And they have to do this. Some mothers in India, they sell their own blood for food for the children. So you can't stay in, how can you stay in present moment? It doesn't work like that. It's easy for if you're a monk or a nun or a lama who's got lots of food, you're a benefactor, they say, stay in the present moment. Don't worry, everything's good, everything's perfect. Yeah, that's easy, right? And I know myself being a lama, right? And easy to do that. And when you're penniless, you're counting pennies, then you can't, it's not that easy. So, like that, in like resting mind in natural state, and it's not simple. But there's another way of resting your mind in natural state when you're outside the meditation,
Mm-hmm.
and what we call integrating uh, your awareness, mindfulness, meditation with action. For example, you are fixing motorcycle or you're fixing your car. Lots of blokes do that all the time and spend so much time. You're fixing motorcycle, okay? Zen and art of maintenance of motorcycle. You're fixing the motorcycle. So then you just focus your mind there, fixing the motorcycle, and not to think about other things. Don't think about food and don't think about news. Don't think about friends. Don't think about, I want to buy a brand new motorcycle. I don't want this. I don't like this motorcycle. Don't think like that. This motorcycle is good. Gives me a chance to play with this motorcycle. And just enjoy fixing the motorcycle. Stay your mind with that motorcycle. Zen and art, that's what it means. Zen and art of maintenance of motorcycle. And so you can resting your mind on your motorcycle. Rest your mind on Harley Davidson.
Okay. Thank you. That's all we have.
Good. And good luck. And those of you who have a motorcycle. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Rinpoche. Thank you.
And see you next Tuesday. And I have one announcement. Those of you, if you're interested, do Nyungne practice. Nyungne is Tibetan word, means purification, fasting retreat, and is very common in Tibet, very popular. So normally we do Nyungne retreat according Avalokita Shora, Chenrizik, we do Chenrizik Sadhana, mantra Om Mani Padme Hum, we do prostrations, fasting, and silent. And so this time we are going to do Nyungne practice according Tara, Arya Tara. I have translated the sadhana of Tara Nyungne composed by the fourth Panchen Lama. So we're going to do Nyungne retreat on December 4th and 5th weekend, Saturday and Sunday. And on Friday, December 3rd, I will give Chenrizik initiation. And everybody's welcome to join. And then that day, we don't do the fasting. Next day, on Saturday morning, here in Canada and in Australia, Sunday morning. So we do fasting, take the vow of 8 Mahayana precepts, and then we do Tara sadhana, Tara mantras, we do prostrations, and so on. So Saturday is you take only one meal, lunch, light lunch, no breakfast, no dinner. And then Sunday, no food at all day, no food, just water. And you do prostrations, mantra, and visualization. And then if you like to continue another day on Monday, as you like, but you don't have to. According to Nyungne tradition, do mainly for 2 days. but then it's up to you. You can do more, and many times, or sometimes not sometimes in Tibet, people who are very serious Nyungne practitioners, they do it 8 times. We call Nyungne Chaje. So I have translated the sadhana. Soon it will be posted on our website, Garden Port West. Also, Buddha Weekly will promote the Nyungne Weekend Retreat, fasting retreat for December 4th and 5th. And yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you, Rinpoche.